Guys, so let's talk about the latest updates coming from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria as they prepare for their game against Russia on the 6th of June. I'm here to also give you details of that game. And also, we are going to hear from Eric Chelle. He had a lot to say ahead of this game. We're also going to talk about Felix Agu, Benjamin Fredericks, amongst many others. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching Sports Corner GH. Quickly, let's jump into it. Nigeria versus Russia is going to be played on the 6th of June, which is this coming Friday. The time for this game is 8 p.m. in Nigerian time. 8 p.m. Nigerian time. A lot of people do not know the time. So please, it is 8 p.m. Take note of this so that you do not miss the game. And please, this is the latest update coming from the camp of the Super Eagles. Eric Chelle has been speaking and he has given updates to the reason why Felix Agu is not part of the squad. This is what he said.
Felix Agu, because his visa, you know, he can go to Russia because his visa. So we work on other player who can substitute this player.
So guys, you have heard from him. He says that Felix Agu has a visa issue because of that he's not part of the squad. In my previous video, I mentioned that this player played extremely well for Nigeria against Jamaica, and I would have loved to see him have another go at it against Russia, but then it's just rather unfortunate. Visa issue is preventing the player to participate in this particular friendly game, and that is coming from Eric Chelle. But then Eric Chelle has also spoken about the Russia game, and this is what he said. Let's check it out.
Is the game plan for the Russia friendly?
We go in Russia to win. We go in Russia to win.
So guys, you have heard from Eric Chelle. Very simple message. They want to win. Against Russia, they just want to win. It's very, very simple. The message is very simple. He wants to win. But one thing I like about Eric Chelle is identifying the problems with the Super Eagles team. Now, he has said that the biggest weakness is that the Super Eagles concede a lot of goals, and he's not lying. So far, out of 4 games, if you take a look at it, Nigeria only kept 1 clean sheet. That was against Rwanda, 2-0. That was his first game. Look at the other games that were played. Against Zimbabwe, 1-1, Nigeria conceded a goal. Against Ghana, 2-1, Nigeria conceded a goal. Against Jamaica, 2-2. Nigeria considered the goal, and this is what the coach had to say about that.
I'm happy about that. The reality, we need to work again because we took so many goals during this United Cup, especially when we lose the ball and when we come back after the cross. We need to work about that. But the reality, I think. We create something new about the game project, about the identity of the player, you know. So the identity of the team, you know. We are some quality, but we are some weaknesses. So we need to continue and work again. And if you watch our 4 games, our last 4 games. You can see that. So this is why I'm happy about that. But the reality, we need to work because we have some weaknesses in defense, and we need to improve and work physically to do some high pressure during 60 or 70 minutes. So we keep working.
So guys, you have heard from the coach Eric Chelle concerning the weakness of the Nigeria Super Eagles team, saying that they concede a lot, and which is a problem that needs to be solved. You don't always have to focus on your strength. You need to try and then solve your weakness, and that is what the coach is doing. And for me, he's on the right path. Now let's move away from that and take a look at what Eric Chelle had to say about Benjamin Fredericks, the player who came into the Super Eagles of Nigeria, impressed everyone against Jamaica, and he's part of the squad going to play against Russia on the 6th of June. This is what the coach had to say about the player.
I can tell you something. We need to protect him because he played well, and the reality, he need to continue to improve and work hard, and we need to protect him because This is not the end. It's the future of the national team. And I think he made a great game, but the reality, we took 2 goals. This is the reality. He's a good player, but we took 2 goals. And his first role is defend. He has a lot of quality about technical skill. He's fast. So a good boy, and a good player.
So guys, you have heard from Eric Chelle, and he's not wrong. The player needs to be protected. He's young. He's just 20 years of age. And if you take a look at the center backs Nigeria have right now, the truth of the matter is they are all aging. Look at Semi Ajayi, 30, 31 or 30 years. Look at William Trostekun, 31, 30 years. Look at Gabriel Osho and the other ones who come through. They are all older. So this is the time to start recruiting very quickly. So he needs to be protected. So the coach, whatever he's saying about Benjamin Fredericks, I support it 100%. The player also needs to learn. Even though he was in the game against Jamaica, he considered 2 goals. He was part of the centre-back that considered 2 goals, and he heard it from the coach. Now, let's move away from that, and then let's listen to what the coach had to say about Christentus Uche playing against Jamaica. This is what he said.
And Christentus Uche, you think he had a good game also?
It was so difficult about Uche, because he come yesterday, and I put him in the group. The reality, I made something crazy. Because normally he can't play this game. But I don't know why I put him in the team, and he wanted to play this game. So when he come in the pitch, he brings something at the moment very important. He's strong, fast, lots of pressure. First cap, penalty, last penalty. Imagine if he missed the penalty. Now everybody is happy. He score, but if he imagine maybe his career in national team.
So guys, you just heard from the coach Eric Chelle talking about Christentus Uche and why he decided to do the most craziest thing, playing that player in that particular game. I kind of understand him. He took a risk. Most of the times, coaches just take risks, and sometimes it pays off. Just in the case of Christentus Uche, it paid off. The player came to camp very late. He trained with Nigeria just a day, and he came into a game where he even scored the winning penalty. If he had lost or spoiled that penalty, Nigerians were going to blame him, obviously. But then, you see, it turned out to be good for Nigeria because when he came in, he could see his energy, his physicality, everything showed on the pitch. And he ended up scoring that penalty for Nigeria, letting Nigeria win the Unity Cup. So this is what the coach had to say about Christentus Uche. And I'm happy he's part of the squad to face Russia. Let's see what the coach does, especially when it comes to his starting 11. It's not going to be an easy decision for the coach. Lastly, let's take a look at what Eric Chelle had to say about the World Cup qualification and the 3-point deduction they are hoping FIFA is going to act on when it comes to South Africa folding in a player who was not supposed to play in that game. Let's check out what the coach had to say about this.
I think this team can qualify for the World Cup.
Yes, of course.
Where are you getting the confidence?
If I'm not confident, I come back at home and I stop my contract. And if I feel that we can do that, but the reality, everybody wait the FIFA decision. But if we are a FIFA decision about the 3 points of South Africa, so now everybody say, oh, we go to the World Cup. No. It's not like that. For going to the World Cup, you need to be focused on football. You need to be focused on your team. You need to be focused on your player. You need to be focused on your game project, on the process to go to have a goal. This is the only question. So now I prefer be focused now, not waiting after a decision. And if the decision come, I will be ready. My player will be ready. So now we work.
So, guys, you have heard from Eric Chelle, and he's saying that if he's not confident that Nigeria is going to win or qualify to the World Cup, then what should the players do? I kind of get it. See, it might seem impossible in the eyes of a lot of people, but Nigeria needs to hope for the best, because currently, if South Africa gets that 3-point deduction, it is an advantage to Nigeria and also to the other countries in that same group. You just have to continue winning your games. I think the Zimbabwe game did Nigeria a lot of bad. If they had won that game, they would be in a good standing. But then, nevertheless, the coach is very confident. And guys, all the videos I've showed you is from an interview held by Augustine Okpon Akpan. He's a London-based Nigerian journalist who spoke to Eric Chelle, asking him all of these questions for me to break down. So credits to him for interviewing, Eric Chelle. Good questions were asked, good responses from the coach, and I like what Eric Chelle is doing. I'm just going to say the truth. I mean, Eric Chelle should be given time. Even if Nigeria do not qualify for the World Cup, I believe he's going to do something good with the team. He has good intention for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Stanley Nwabali. I told you in a previous video that he's not part of the Russia squad because he is burying both of his parents a day after the tournament. The tournament is on 6th. The burial is on 7th. And this is the banner or poster of the funeral arrangement. And what I like is the fact that the donations are coming from all sports personnel, celebrities, all to Stanley Nwabali to support him during this hard time. Even though he was, in time of sorrow, time of bad, he still came for duty for the nation in the Unity Cup. He was in goalpost. You will never know this is someone who just lost both of his parents and he's about to bury them. So I like the fact that the players are donating, they are supporting, celebrities are also doing the same. We just, sympathize with him in this hard time. But then, guys, this is the update coming from Stanley Nwabali, and this is the banner concerning the burial rights and also arrangements for his parents. Let me know what you think about all this down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.